finished my hair, and this is the end result of the install. I actually really do not like how my face always looks on this camera. Let's ignore my ugly face. How are you guys doing? If you're new here, my name is Janneil Pilgrim, and I'm a friend that tells you the truth about your makeup. But today, we're not going to be doing makeup. We're going to be doing a wig install. I'll be listing everything that you need below for the install. Funny enough, this was a highly requested video, knowing that I really and truly don't really know how to do hair like that. But then my hair always comes up good. Sometimes my hair is installed by a hairstylist, but provided that I'm not at my hairstylist, I have to do it by myself, and she showed me. The wig that I'll be installing today is from A_M extensions on Instagram. I'm going to tag them in the description below. This is a full frontal wig. I think this one is transparent lace. It's not HD. Yeah. Once I put it on, yeah. Start with putting your hair back and get a wig cap. I use one that's lighter than my actual skin color because I'm going to use lace tint. I don't use foundation because I don't like the cakiness of the cream foundation on my lace and all of that. Always ensure that your edges are slicked all the way back. If your hair is really thick, ensure that you do a couple more braids than you see people online do, because you want it to be extremely flat. I do not do the ball cap method because I don't have the time, the patience, or the care. Oh, I'm joking. I have the time and the patience. It's just that my hairline, see how far my hairline comes down. So whether or not I do the ball cap method, there's still going to be glue in my edges. But if you want to do it, then you can go ahead and do that. But for my installs, I do not. And my installs last me pretty long. Especially when my hairstylist does it, it lasts me over 2 weeks. For my wig, it's already cut, but I would say for your wig, when you're installing it, you don't have to cut it perfectly, but ensure that you cut off most of the lace, because once you put it on your head and you're trying to cut the lace off, it's going to be a little like everything's gonna be down in your face. You can't see or anything. It gives you a cleaner install when you cut a bit of the lace off first before you put it on your head. Now for the ear tabs, I honestly put the wig on like this. I know it looks crazy, but just hear me out. So I put the wig on like this right before I cut the lace or anything, and it was all the way down here. You don't have to use a white pencil. I just use a black one because I just need something that I can see, and it's here on the lace, so you're gonna be able to see whether it's black or white. I use a black one, and I just marked over my ears. Say for example, the line was right here. I cut a little, just a tiny bit in front of the line, so that even if I made like a little mistake in that mark, it wouldn't be that bad. I use lace tint, and I basically just spray the top of my head, but I just basically spray all of right here, because to be honest, most of the times I'm not doing no style that's gonna be showing right here, because I don't do cornrows or any of that with my wigs. So I just make sure that I use enough. It should look something like this. Yeah. I also sprayed on my lace. Then I start putting the wig on my head, right? And I basically start figuring out how I'm going to adjust everything to make it work, to make it fit, all that jazz. You understand? I use the Ebon lace glue and a little plastic knife like this one. You can even use one of those little popsicle sticks, but anything that's going to get the glue to be smooth. This is the one that I use, and this one is for sensitive skin and also extreme firm hold. The reason why I use a sensitive skin one is because the first time I put on the wig, like I got some little bumps around my hairline, and I don't want no more of them. They can't be with those anymore, so I make sure that I use something that's not going to cause that. What I do is I put it on the knife, and if you're just beginning, I suggest that you put it on in sections. You can do dots. I don't do dots anymore. Ensure that it's not being put on too thick. Just spread the glue out. Depending on how many layers you want, start using a blow dryer to blow dry it on low heat. So the cool setting, just blow dry it until it's clear. If you want an extra hold, then you can just use another layer. Let me try to do the dot method for you guys so you guys can see. Normally you'd see people do like one dot there, another one here, another one, another one, another one, and then they blend that out. But what I want you guys to see is something else. For here, you normally see people come down and they do that. Yes, it's going in my hair. I'm going to tell you guys a method afterwards of how to take it out so that it doesn't rip out your edges. You bring it back behind your ears here because it tends to lift a lot. Every single time your wig lifts, this is going to be the first part that lifts. To ensure that it's more secure and it doesn't easily lift off, this is what you do. Bring it this way. Make sure that layer is thin. It looks crazy, but the point is though, you're going to get the results that you want. Again, cool setting, not warm, not hot, cool. Do as I say, not as I do. It's not completely fully clear. Now, when you put it on, you're going to want to get the hair out of the way. Start pulling the wig forward. And I always start from the center of my head. So basically here. I start laying it down. And I basically use the back of this to press it in. You can also use a tail comb. When you're laying it, these folds, you don't want to see those. So each time you lay it down, you press it into your hair. Lay it, press it in, lay it down, press it in. One side down. Then you get your band and put it over it for about 10 minutes. Look, you can see it's still lifting a little bit right there. So I use a little bit of glue in those sections. I'm trying to just keep it where the lace is going to fall. I don't try to bring it out. So I just let that get tacky for a little bit. I'm gonna do the same pressing motion. Make you look mad, but just I'm begging you guys to just trust the process. All I do is just press it down with the edge of anything that's close to my hand, and this spoon was the one that's close. Melt it a little bit again with the melting band. The final step, this is before I style it. To spray this, I spray it on top of something. It can be anything. Then I take my finger and I basically just dab it on the front part of the lace, and I use the back of the rat tail comb and I basically press it into my skin. For transparent lace, it's not gonna be as seamless and as flat as HD lace, so more than likely you're gonna have to do baby hairs because it's gonna be harder for that to disappear than HD lace is. Of course, my baby hairs are already pre-done because, as I said, I put this wig on already for my birthday, but this is just a week in and I didn't really do like the firmest install. I try not to get it on the hair itself, but more so on the hairline. So everywhere around the perimeter of my head, I try to get it there. You see how seamless that looks? Yeah, that's what we're trying to do. For these little parts that aren't really blending in that much with my skin, I use this wig knot powder. This one is also from Ebin. It's darker than my actual skin tone. I don't know how the chemistry works for this, but once you use something darker than your actual skin tone for the lace itself, for some strange reason it blends better with your skin. Not too dark, but just something a little bit darker. So what I normally do is just tap my hand on it, or like a nice little brush. I put it on a fluffy brush and I basically just dab it on the front part of the lace. Don't ask me how this works, but the black woman in STEM said to do it, and as you can see, it kind of just disappeared over there because that was the only part that was really trying to show me up, and now it's gone. To get rid of any white cast that's on there, that's all I do. You can use a darker foundation. Me personally, I have those, but as I said, I don't like cakey product on my thing. So this wig powder works great. This is not mine, this is my sister's. She asked me to buy it for her, and I took it over because now it's mine. Yeah. And then I style my hair to show you guys the things that I use and then the results. Use this high beam intense thing on my roots, this heat protectant when I'm straightening or curling my hair. This wax stick is from Wonder Edge. You can use any wax stick that you want. You need one of these. This is a hot comb, a flat iron. If you're gonna curl your hair at any point in time, you're going to need a curling iron. I finished my hair and this is the end result of the install. I didn't style it on camera, as you know, because I really did not have the time. The one last tip that I'll give you guys for installing your lace wig, just be as close as possible as you can to a mirror. You need to be literally this close. This is how close you need to be. Well, that's how close I am, because the truth of the matter is nobody's gonna be this distance away from you at all times. They're not gonna be all the way out here. They should be, but in the event that it's someone close to you and they're standing like right next to you, they're not gonna be seeing your lace. You understand? To avoid that and to make it look as close as possible to it being professionally installed, get as close as possible as you can to a mirror to ensure that you can see what's going on up there and see what you need to lay down, see what you need to fix, see what you need to correct. Okay, that's the only way that I find that you get the most seamless installs, because normally when you're watching people doing their lace wigs on camera, they're this distance away from the camera. So most of the times, if there's any little thing wrong up here, you're not really gonna see it. The second tip that I'm gonna give you guys, if you have the opportunity, go ahead and get it professionally installed. Hairstylists have no problem with explaining why they're doing certain things that they're doing to your hair. Plus, it will be tailored to your hair. So for example, your specific hairline. How I knew how to do my hair was because a hairstylist actually did my hair, because I did install a wig on myself before. It was not good. As I said, my hairline is very different from everybody else's, and my wig was way too far down. If you have the opportunity to step outside of YouTube Academy and have an actual hairstylist install it, don't be afraid to ask them questions. I don't think any true professional will have a problem with telling you how to do your hair on your own. I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know if you have any more questions in the comments. Let me know the other type of videos that you'd like to see me do. I really did not expect for anybody to ask me how to install a wig, being that I just started learning myself. But I'm actually so flattered that you guys think that my hair looks nice enough to ask me that. So I hope this video was helpful, and don't forget to like this video. I love you guys, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.